Mary Shelley was born on August 30th, 1797, in London, England. Her father was William Godwin, a political philosopher, and her mother was Mary Wollstonecraft, a philosopher and feminist. Shelley received little formal education, but was mostly tutored by her father. Her father, scared of the influence that a philosopher upbringing would have on her, sent her on 2 occasions to live in Scotland with a family friend. It was in between those 2 visits that Shelley met her future husband, Percy Shelley. Mary began meeting with Percy in secret. And then in 1814, they declared their love for each other. After marrying, the Percys spent time in Geneva with Mary's cousin, Claire Clement, and her baby daddy, Lord Byron. One night, in an attempt to entertain themselves, the poets challenged each other to write the scariest story they could. And it was here that Frankenstein was conceived.
My name is Victor Frankenstein, and I was raised by my father, Alphonse, and my mother, Caroline. On a trip to Italy, we adopted a blonde girl named Elizabeth. Soon after, my mother decided that one day we should wed. At the age of 17, I abandoned my friends and family to study natural philosophy. This is where I became captivated with creation. Sparked by this curiosity, I began my own creation. When the monster came alive, though, I was terrified. I'd never seen such a hideous creature. I could not believe this is what I created. And when I saw him, I fled from him. After several days without sight of the monster, I received a letter. My dear brother William was found dead. Upon this news, I began travelling home to my family. Upon arriving to Geneva, I realized the gates were closed, so I took a walk in the woods. While on my walk, I noticed in the distance a dark figure. This could only be the monster that I created. The next day, Justine, a family friend, was convicted and executed for my brother William's murder. But I knew all along it was truly my monster that was responsible. Driven by my guilt, I went searching for my monster. Eventually, I encountered the monster, and he began to tell me of everything he had experienced. He told me of how he discovered sensations, language, and the nature of his creation. He also told me of how lonely he was. So I promised to make him a partner to cure his loneliness, and so I could rid him from my life for good. So I began on my second creation to please the monster. But as I thought of the consequences and saw the creature's hideous nature, I destroyed it.
Yeah, I'ma kill ya, kill ya.
When the monster discovered what I had done, he was furious, and he vowed to be there on my wedding night. Little did I know that he would be there on my wedding, but not to destroy me, but my Elizabeth. So I vowed for the rest of my life to find the monster and destroy him.
Teardrops everywhere. You'd think me rude, but I would just stand there.
And as Victor Frankenstein finishes his story to the sailors, he dies. Ironically, the monster finds Victor's body the night after he dies and is enraptured in grief.